Yeah.
I feel like a lot of bands, Ivan and I were just talking about this weekend. We just shot a video for the song Reaching, that track 4 on the record. Which is gonna be a dope video, probably the best Good Terms video.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
We're really excited about it. Yeah, it was a really fun day. We went in, so like we made a first album, a lot of that was me making the band by making songs. And like they said, I did a lot of co-writes. Like I did co-writes with, I was like, I have Pro Tools, I have guitar, I know how to write drum parts. Like I can't really sing, but I can, like, I know, I sing a little bit. But like I'm not a lead singer. I just knew that going in. So I was like, I had to find the singer, and eventually was like, oh, I know Brian likes this music, wrote songs with him. I know Ivan likes this music, wrote songs with him. And the idea was like, I just want to be in my own band where I think everything is dope and I can play distortion and like play breakdowns and write riffs that I think are dope. And someone can't, like, leading up to this, it was a lot of like, well, it's not the kind of thing that we're trying to be, It's like,
Yeah.
I didn't want to go in with any intention of like, well, no, but like people will be like, oh, I want to be like, I'm in this indie band, but I actually really want to be in a hardcore band. So like, I'm just gonna make a separate hardcore band. I'm like, no, I want to be in a pop band and a hardcore band
at the same time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And we're definitely like in the future trying to tighten that and get it like,
We maybe took it too far in a few places, but we stand by it.
The record was a little all over the place, but
We
it
stand
was
the
cohesive.
fuck by it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're goddamn right.
That's what we fucking did.
It was cohesive
Yeah.
chaos.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll, like, I think we would, but we wouldn't be in the position that we are now where we're like, cool, we know that we did that, so we now know the step forward that we need to take. Before, it was like, we did do whatever we wanted, but it was just a lot of me in charge and like kind of having a lot of stuff like, done or I just guess committed to, in a way that like my guys were like, well, yeah, I didn't write on this, but like I think it's great, so like I don't need to delete something just to insert myself into it. It'd be a lot of songs that would be like, this one was really just me and Ivan and no Brian. Or this one was really just me and Brian, no Ivan. Like some of them we did when Ivan wasn't even living in LA yet, and whatever. So I think this time it was kind of just like, we knew that we wanted to collaborate more. We knew that we wanted to feel everything a little bit more equally within like each of our own tastes and parts and influences and things you're bringing to the table. Like the first song that was done for this is the song Blurry. And on our first album, I was a lyricist on every song, even though some were like, I wrote technically less or than maybe Brian or Ivan or whoever, but it was always like, okay, I'm a equal-ish contributing member. And Brian just sang us Blurry, and we were like, yeah, this is done. And that was
no notes.
Check.
I got that one in, baby.
and that was the first one
Swish.
that we got, and that was definitely like a step forward to be like, it was actually done. The demo of Blurry was done before we put out the first album or even like recorded drums for it.
Shit.
And our bassist Gio was like, this is really awesome. This kind of just sounds like the next record to me. And we're all like, yeah, it is. So we kind of finished the first one the way it was and then had that as a jumping off point
Dope.
to go with this. But I had a point that I was going to bring up with this. Oh yeah, we didn't know the type of band that we wanted to be. Going in, we didn't want to say on paper like, this is our branded sound. We want to be this mixed with this mixed with this. We were just like, I know what I like, and I trust my guys, and that's like the biggest thing of it. I was saying this, I forget to who the other day, but I was saying like, we have the same definition of what is whack. We don't always
Good.
like, the same thing doesn't always make all of us go fuck yeah in the same way, but we all know when something is definitely not it. And I feel like, and that's cool. There's plenty of stuff that like I personally think is whack that is totally valid and successful as art. But that's just not what I'm trying to do, and it's not what my friends are trying to do.
Yeah.
And so that's why I think we ended up with being like, I like, pop a lot. I like metal a lot. I like heavy shit. Like, I like sugary melodies. I love like visceral, horrific screaming. Like, those both have a place. Like, I remember just listening to like my Bluetooth speaker in the shower and when like early in the process of making this record, and I just play my liked songs playlist on shuffle, and it just jumps between genres all over the place. And I was like, I don't know if I want to make a record like this again. But at the time, I was like, I just want to make a record that's like this. That's just like my liked songs playlist. That's just everything that has passed through my filter and my guy's filter of I fuck with this. And then if we fuck with it, like, then hopefully the people that, want to listen to it will. But that's at least like a safe place to begin with. And then, we're also like, what do we like making? What feels the sickest to us? Like, what are the most fun songs to play live? And now we have, I think, all those answers. Whereas before that was like, and definitely an unanswered question. And now we're kind of like, oh, I like this. This is cool, but maybe I don't want to do this as much anymore.
Yeah.
But it's coming from like internal, not, oh, this did really well for us, so let's do it again. It's like, I don't want to start from like, we had a weird successful moment of something that we have to feel like we have to do again or repeat ourselves or whatever. It's just like we can always do it again because it came from the source of what we think is rad.
Exactly.